Thank you very much for coming along. Very warm welcome to the Tourism Society Media Masterclass.
It gets PRs out this one evening of a year to hear from journalists about how PRs can achieve cut-through with journalists, get noticed.
We've had about 140 PRs, mainly in the audience, listening to a panel of journalists from all the different fields.
We had broadcast, we had trade, we had freelance journalists, we had national newspapers.
The main thing that the PRs get out of it is learning how they should really develop their relationships with the journalists and how to get their information to the journalists in the most effective way and quickly.
PRs come out because those journalists represent the different spectrum and because those journalists are going to give them information on how those PRs can influence them. And tonight we got incisive, practical, from the hip advice from a really great panel.
So what makes a good cover line or a good pitch?
It's quite unnerving at first because you're giving advice to people who are professionals. They know what they're doing, or they should know what they're doing, but you're just trying to make things a little bit better. So I was trying to iron out the little difficulties which we find in our working days. You think, oh, I wish that didn't happen, I wish it could happen like this.
It gives you a real flavour of the individuals themselves and what they personally want.
Sort of say to them, well, you know, one, either can we come along and get some footage, or can we come along and film, or two, do you have any moving footage that we can use? And people say, oh no, but I've got some stills. And it's television, we need moving footage to be able to tell a story.
We learn a lot, mainly about what upsets journalists, which is really good to know because we just do not want to do that. And I think what's good for us is to know specifically about what kind of headlines journalists like, and you know, how long you should leave it before a phone call.
I think the main thing that I learned was, as a small tour operator, what it is that journalists are looking for, what it is that travel editors are looking for, and how we can effectively try and communicate with them.
Instead of using the phone, emailing back 2 days after, being straightforward and honest with the pitch and not make it too complicated.
If I'm doing a feature, a travel feature on their destination, you know, for better or for worse, it's content that's going to sit on there till like the end of days.
Relationships are really important in B2B, and knowing the person who is sending you that press release.
It's very nice to have a mixture of national broadcast, a national daily newspaper, as well as a online publication, and a freelancer as well, because they're coming to the industry with very different demands.
You get an idea of what different people in different aspects of the industry are looking for.
Probably different from the others here because there's only one me, so please don't phone me unless it's life or death or you know me really well.
I come to this event because of the speakers. They're high profile, they're travel editors, features editors, they obviously know their stuff, so I care about what they say. I come back to them because it's like they say, journalists don't have a great opportunity to meet you individually anymore, and this is an opportunity for me to just grab them and put a face to a name.